Hello everyone, how are you? Hopefully you're not too sad after this sad music requested by Mifa. Today we're doing analysis of your games. This week we had a special additional question, and that is whenever you want your kifu to be analyzed on YouTube. And we had one person who actually asks for it. Ion. Your kifu shall be on YouTube, and everybody else who doesn't fit into this 2-hour stream. We also have a special request from Ko to do his kifu last. So we're gonna start with Siov. How are you guys? You guys fine? Hi Abigail, Viridin. Oh my god, guys, Viridin said hello, hello. She must be sick. Are you okay, Viridin? And Aguma continues to be very vexing castle to play and to play against. Well, we can learn together, Toad. The Anaguma secrets. One of the secrets is break it before it's done. Hello, TCF. Secret Kifu. Ooh. I'm sleeping now, but I'm here in spirit. Alright, I'm zombie, alright. Wait, I'm looking at Lishogi. Oh gosh, Lishogi. Okay, I need to log in then. Let's go. I can play it later. Alright, so we're gonna continue with this piece set. Unfortunately, gonna keep it fresh. Push my computer away. It's right in front of my leg. We're gonna start with Siov, who says, "Greetings, Sensei. This is my game against Gengen E-Real. This formation is my KKS countermeasure, which is Bishop Exchange for 5 Rook. We don't know the name of this opening, so we usually call it Kripu shape, alright? It would be nice to know the name of this opening. In addition, Shogi in Malaysia plan to create some tutorial videos, and in order to avoid copyright infringement, we are collecting some of our own games." So do Sensei think this is a high quality game? Guys, everything that you play is high quality. Don't let some Sensei's opinion stop you from uploading content. So I assume Jen is on the bottom and you are on the top, because there is no name written. Although CO is CO versus Jen, but you're saying this formation is my KKS countermeasure. So I assume you are playing against KKS. It doesn't say if your center got a Siov. Why does it say Siov versus Jin if you would be Gote? Alright, I'm gonna just analyze it as Sente and point out both sides' mistakes, I guess. So we have the Kaku Kokan, which is the bishop exchange that we were talking all the way, and 4-5 rook. So this is the basic shape. Now you see this rook pawn isn't developed yet. And for some reason we push this pawn early. Which immediately means we want to push this pawn to counter it and open my rook line. Something like this. Now we can do it because the king went here protecting this pawn. If we try to stop it, it's already one move too late. So the best answer I can think of is this, but then it's gonna have problems on their own. For example, if we push the silver here, there's a pawn drop here. If the rook takes, we drop bishop. If the rook escapes, the silver dies. So something like this is basics of the 4-5 rook on the right side. You have to be aware of this. Yeah, I would be curious. So in order to avoid it, you would have to play this move earlier. Yeah, because here you can play here, and that's fine. Good morning, Tori. All right, Mifa, thank you. I think he was talking about Kripu shape right here, and the name of this castle. I would have to Google that. Give me a second. Shogi castles. Let's see. No, not the blog, the Wikipedia. Thank you. Wait, what is this blog? Shogischool.com. Interesting. Okay, helmet. It's not helmet, it's need to be different. Helmet, fortress, castle development, opening types. Fortress, bonanza. Bonanza was like side. Oh, bonanza. You guys see it, right? Maybe you don't. It's tiny on my screen. Bonanza. Killer Ducky asks the correct questions. Yes. Bonanza is the name of Shogi software that made this castle, I guess. Incomplete fortress. Yeah, half fortress would make more sense in Japanese. Thank you for the following, Matthias Capivara. Capivara, nice. Sounded like I wanna eat it. That's the wrong sound to make. No, capybaras are very nice animals. Hinyo. Heyo. Hinyo. Is it some language I don't know? Alright, back to the game. Clipper shape. Yeah, so Bonanza Castle, yeah? So Gen, I assume Gen is on the bottom. This pawn push would be natural to not allow your opponent take the vanguard pawn yet, because every time your opponent takes vanguard pawn, they gives him space. That's what we covered in Koshiro's game a little bit. So you want to counter this, and if they play here or here, because you cannot really engage from here, you can develop the silver here, and then you have few options like knight or simply engage from here. Try to develop, but I don't see much. How would you try to develop here? Like going for like pawn exchange, I don't think it's a big mistake. We have to be aware of bishop drop though. Knight, preventing the exchange. There are some tesuji we could try as well. Yeah. But if you're playing this strategy, you have to basically ask yourself a question, what I'm going to do in these situations. Yeah, if they don't push the pawn, what do I do? You need to research that yourself, Jen. This lens is basically unacceptable. Unless your idea is to attack here. But yeah, generally it creates the space for a bishop drop here. And allows a fork here. So depending on the situation, it can be easily targetable. But if you're going for the edge, let's go with that. Capivara is like we call the weak chess player in Brazil. That's funny. Oh, you did move the silver. Why did you move the lens then? And now your lens is hanging. So the move I'm thinking about is the bishop drop. And it's gonna go something like this. And then they're gonna push here. And then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. This. I can already give you this whole variation. Rodent. Capivara. This. It's not in English. Capybaras. They're the animals that like to chill out. All right. Where were we? Yeah, so. And here, I'm asking a question. What if we take it? When you're gonna take it? And then we drop a pawn. And you drop a pawn. And they promote attacking your rook. And you promote attacking their rook. And they take it. And they have attacking and you don't. That's a little bit weird outcome, right? So probably it's better to, if you want to engage here, it's before the knight jump. For example, here. Then you bring the rook because they didn't push this pawn. They push, you go here. Now you protect it with the silver. Then you threaten pawn drop. Of course, there is a bishop drop you have to be careful about. It's gonna happen. Rodents are actually animals that chew on things. Yeah. Mice, rats, rabbits, chinchillas. Yeah. Hopefully they are not chewing on mice, rabbits, and chinchillas. They are just examples of rodents. All right. Okay, let's start with this position. Gote has attacking. They're better. Now you deleted it. Yeah, we could consider taking or here, maybe? Something like this, rather. You know, if they drop the pawn, you just go here. And you want the rook to be active, right? So one way to sabaki is the rook, to exchange them. You sabaki the rook because you can redrop it. But you're not happy with the situation, maybe? Because your gold is hanging. So in that case, you want to keep it active, so I would go here. If they drop the silver, you run away. That would be my game plan, but... I also would argue this point of putting the gold here, your static rook, so you have the ability of putting it here rather, which is the bonanza castle that we saw. You would be able to fight this with solidness. And now your opponent, as the example before I showed you, they will have trouble defending their camp. And this is not a problem for you because... Well, first of all, your lance is on the bottom. Second of all, your static rook. So for some reason, it's usually easier to protect. So something like this, as I previously mentioned, might have been a little bit better. The minus is, yes, they can drop the bishop here. But as you move the rook here, you see it doesn't have any targets. So it's not usually considered a good bishop. Koshiro21, welcome raiders. Welcome. How was your stream, Koshiro? Koshiro's gang? I don't know what's gang, but I'm gonna assume Koshiro fans. Welcome. We are analyzing the kifu. This is something we do every Sunday. We take the game of people who... We have this form, yeah? You can upload it there. We analyze it one by one. Everything that's not gonna fit, we put on YouTube. Oh, you lost. Sorry about that. Was it a good game at least? I hope that people watching like enjoy, because like it was really bad. Oh no. Because like when you're a streamer, sometimes what's more important is whenever people enjoy it rather than what you play. But yeah, I understand it was important tournament. I understand you would prefer to win. That's quite unfortunate. All we can do now is take the game and learn from it, right? Okay, and like everyone here who sent the kifu basically is the same story. Yeah, everyone has bad games, everyone has points of low, but we are doing it to improve. So this is actually the kifu, right? Bishop drop did happen. All right. Yeah, we could have considered like giving away the knight as well, like to keep this intact. And then we gain the tempo, right? They would chase our bishop, we promote, they run away, we put the talking hero, even take the knight. And this way, we retake this knight that we lost. So this could have been a possible move for you here. Yeah, we always have to learn, yeah. Yeah, we learned that capivara is a word in Brazilian for weak chess players, apparently. I don't know how it works. Yeah, so this would avoid this whole trouble with the bishop drop as well. Here we could also consider giving away on the silver because we get the rook. It's a possible development. We could simply push the pawn, right? To block off the bishop. If they take it with the knight, we promote. If they promote here, takes. Okay, they might be a little bit troublesome. We got a knight though. But yeah, the point is like we take the turn. And here we have time to promote. But this is, I guess this is like the actual game that we played. So let's go back there. Yeah, the gold move is not necessary in that case, right? I think gold on the bottom would be tiny bit better. Because they cannot block our rook too simply then. Yeah, I would go here. Knight drop, interesting. Interesting. Oh, nice knight drop from Jin. Here we can just promote, right? It looks like a fork, but promotion is stronger. I don't know how to explain why. Maybe even this is stronger. Like, this is what I want to do. I want to sabaki my bishop, harass this rook. Problem is maybe we don't have enough material to do so. We could try like go slowly with the silver and go here. We could try to make the talking and walk here slowly. This is unfortunately the fact that, you know, our rook was pushed back. But our bishop is hanging right now. You'll have to do something about it. So that would be one idea. Looking forward for right now, Capybara Days, cause was a medical called Capybara with some chess instructions. The medicine. The instructions weren't good. So when a player made a bad move, another teases him with saying that was a good move. Where did you learn it on Capybara? Okay, so it has nothing to do with the animal, actually. All right. I guess because capybara is with B, not V, as you guys probably found out. Yeah, that's actually super. Hi, Lily. Did you do your homework? I'm waiting. Yeah, so here we exchange this bishop for this rook indirectly, right? But in the process, we lose up a silver. So if we were to promote the knight, we would still have a silver in hand and we would exchange knight instead. Maybe this makes some more logic. We're trying to keep it there. Oh, nice pawn push. Bishop drop. I guess that works. We got the silver back. What is this lance drop? Why? Okay, so the problem is up to here, you know, up to here. It seemed like Gote, which I assume is C of, took the advantage, yeah? Maybe their shape was a little bit lighter. Took the advantage, but what we came up to be is to be a really close game with maybe even Sente being a little bit better off as an attacker. Of course, okay, fine. Sente is losing a lot of material, but the king safety, Sente's king feels much safer here. Yeah, like this gold is here, this gold is here, this king is alone. So what do we have? We have bishop, rook, and suddenly we're almost equal, right? Lance, knight. Maybe we're missing a lance. Sure, we're gonna miss a rook as well. Okay, we're losing a little bit of material, but king safety is something we also have to consider. So because there is imbalance in both, I would say it's around equal at this point. Do play long games? Everyone on 81 Dojo wants to play 5:30, so I should ask someone on the server or just wait only Shogi. Well, we had a person who asked you, do you wanna play? And on server, yes. But did you try? I like transition to highly rated. Did you do your homework? Yeah. Second week already that I asked her this question. And this is okay. So what could be our objective? Because this castle is strong, I would start thinking about the edge. We don't have a knight to expose it though. We could use the silver to expose it. Okay, let's say we input this move, yeah? Let's say we do input this. Something like this, for example, yeah? We could use our edgelord strategy, which is target the weakness of the castle, which is the edge here. We could try to think about it, although they have a silver to defend, so it won't be that easy. We could consider it, yeah. We have 2 rooks though. We could also like stack them here. At any point we could take this knight. The enemy doesn't have any attack yet, that's the point, yeah. So lance drop, I'm not sure what it's targeting. Because if we take it with the knight now, those 2 golds are in the center. Now it looks like king is really lonely, yeah? We're missing, of course, the pieces to attack. But if we just have a rook, boom, yeah? Makes it harder for us to attack. So for example, this targets silver or bishop drop next, maybe a possibility. Something slower. So this would be quite interesting still. Oh, we took the lance over there. How are we gonna use that lance? How? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it worked out. We brute forced it. We had material advantage, so we brute forced one side and we targeted the gold we're gonna get through. Okay, we gave a bishop in result though. So the opponent can take, drop the bishop here, target bishop drop or something like that. Going for the edge from, ooh. Okay. Why? Nice. But the king is dying. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Nice simmer here. Okay, what was the question? Is it good quality game? I think depends on how do you analyze it. You can point out really good stuff in this game. It's Bonanza Castle. Is it high quality game? Depends how you look on it. I mean, if you're gonna compare it with pro game, I will have to say no, but it is good enough for YouTube video, I think. You should just take it and do it. analyze it, yeah. Because the fact is you wanna show some general ideas in your video, right? So I think this game has few of them interesting ones, like, for example, drop the king to the back rank, create a token, how do you break through, stuff like this. Or the tsume at the end, very beautiful as well. You can consider some the opening moves. You could ask each player, what did you think, and so on. You can explain it. I think it's high quality for a stretch, for a YouTube video. See, I think it's good. You didn't see the message. Well, he was on the stream. I don't know if it is the TCF proposed to play with you, but I'd imagine, like, maybe there are some motivated fellows among us in the Discord to play a long time game. But you didn't ask, you don't know. You didn't even try. What can I say? If you didn't even try, how can that be an argument? All right, so thank you. We're gonna, next one would be Ko, but Ko, he said he wanna be the last, so we're gonna put it the last. Next we go Ghoston then. After Ghoston we have Navoiska. After that, Eon will be for YouTube. Lily's Game. Abigail. And finally, Valorant. I like Valorant. Valorant keeps sending the kifu new player, but keeps sending. Really, I can feel the passion growing, yeah? Okay, Ghoston is saying, I won my 5th WSL game. 5 out of 5 so far. In this game, my opponent have a tsume that I didn't see. I found it later in post-game analysis. So what can I do better in the middle game? Let's find out. You are... Click, that's... Okay, download kifu first. This is cool. This is Ghoston. You're Sente. The password is always banana. Always. Hydrate. You guys don't know if it's water or vodka. It's a water, I assure you. All right. Sorry I have to go to practice, but I will surely be back. This game blew my mind already. Anytime. How should I call it? Satika. Yeah, you can always watch the VOD. We always, have this Discord. I don't know you're there. Feel free to come back. Polish stereotypes, yes. All right, so we have 4-5 rook. That there wasn't middle game. Yeah, question was about middle game. 4-5 rook, and the opponent is going for probably right side 4-5 rook. I wish there was a button that I can click to delete all the arrows. Oh my god! 283 people raiding from GM Krikor. I read it with my Polish accent. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Today we doing Shogi Sunday, which is the game analysis. Welcome, welcome. We're speaking English here, unfortunately. I know that your stream was in Portuguese. So, hello. Brazilian chess GM. So we are Shogi Harbour. We are literally a harbor for Shogi fans. We are like the biggest community there is. We have mostly Discord server is where we try to coordinate different streamers, do different events if you're interested in Shogi. Stretch. We also have, chess players. Welcome. Thank you for all the follows. Wow. So the way we do it, usually, Sundays we do game reviews. Thursday we do Japanese book reading. Saturday we do casual study. Hidechi pieces. We could do Hidechi pieces. We're gonna do a poll for it. Because, yeah, those pieces combine both the movement and the... Let's do a quick poll then. Which pieces do you prefer? Which pieces? Hidechi, kanji, Czech. Okay, this is Czech pieces. Kanji. I mean, I'm not gonna do kanji. I'm gonna do one of two, but I'm kind of curious which you guys prefer. 1 minute voting. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, and we have YouTube channel as well. We do a lot of shogi stuff. I also used to do some chess/shogi streams. Balance the poll, please don't. If you balance the poll, I'm just doing Hidechi. I'm warning you. If you balance the poll, I'm just doing Hidechi. And if you have any questions about shogi or Japan, please tell me immediately. All right, we have so far 6 votes on Hidechi, 4 votes on Czech pieces, and 2 votes for kanji. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous stream. I saw there was commentary going on. There were 2, strong players playing, right? The pieces on the screen are called Czech pieces. They are shogi pieces made in Czechia. Is this the correct? Czech Republic. They contain both kanji and they show the movement of the piece. So I see Czech pieces won, so we might want to continue with this. Okay, you don't know what's going on. Well, so this is game of shogi, you see. It's like chess. You have to capture the enemy king. This is our own king. Pieces move like those arrows show you, so those moves forward, those move diagonally. By the way, if Hidechi pieces somehow help you, I'm just gonna flash it a little bit. This is Hidechi pieces. They look like chess. Here. Hidechi pieces. There's knights that go only forward. There is lances that go only forward. There's pawns that go forward 1 step at once and capture the same way they move. There are those silver and gold general, the king, bishop, and rook. That's all you need to know. And then those pieces can promote, they get upgraded. But the objective is, of course, capture the king. And then once you capture a piece, you can use it again. Because we don't waste anything in shogi. We don't waste any pieces, yeah? How to use cheating tools? You don't. You don't. You get banned. Unless you mean how to study with them. Then we can talk later about it. I just don't like the way you ask this question. All right. Yes, there are some computer programs. So yeah, please tell me which pieces you want. If you really prefer Hidechi pieces, we can go Hidechi pieces. So we were watching this game from World Shogi League. This is a very big team tournament going online. And we had Ghost on, who sent us this kifu. And we wanted to teach him more about the Mido game. In shogi, what we do is we usually put the rook on the other side as we do the king. And then we create a castle. So if we play a few more moves, this would be the left side Mino. And this castle would be Mino. So they would be the same castle, it's just that this one is on the left side, on that player left side, yeah? Thank you everybody for all the follows, yeah? Welcome, welcome. And thank you, of course, for the 50 bits as well, even though it asked about cheating. Yeah, so kifu is game record, and this is where you usually can post your kifu in this formula. In the future, if you're interested, if you play some shogi, feel free to ask any question, yeah? And mostly, we answer all the questions on Discord. Feel free to join as well, but please do not troll. We have few rules that you have to obey. We are family-friendly server, and we are Harbor. Yeah, Harbor is a safe place to learn about shogi. Everybody's welcome, apart from trolls. Yeah. So the opponent is playing, depending on the rook position, we have different names for strategies. This rook that we swung to the 4-5 from the left, it's 4-5 rook. And this rook is also 4-5, but we call it right side 4-5 rook. The reasons why are very difficult and I'm not gonna go into it. This is called 81 dojo. What do you have against trolls? They feed on toxicity. That's very, very bad. Nirok and Jen. No, I didn't see the game submitted. I would really like to take a look at it. Usually when they attack, they start with a knight jump, but here for some reason they started with pawn push. I don't really know how to deal with it. Taking seems reasonable, but then they're gonna redrop the bishop. So then we're gonna drop our bishop here, but then they're gonna push. No, they're not gonna. Okay, we came kinda into the Joseki territory. But usually what happens is like more like this. And then as an effect, this knight is stuck here. So compared to that, the game variation, we have this knight exchanged. So I guess we're better off. Yeah, I mean, the bishop will be able to promote here, but we're gonna move our bishop here, I assume. Yeah, we also will be able to promote, take the lance, so they have to protect it. Yeah, I guess that's equal fight so far. Shrek is an ogre, that's true. Yep, I am ladies professional shogi player. The only non-Japanese one. Yeah, I'm from Poland. Thank you for 50 bits again. If you guys have any questions about shogi, please ask. If you want to ask in non-English, I speak Polish, I speak Japanese, I speak little bit of German. Onegai shimasu. Yeah. So what do we have here? We have bishop promotion. The rook cannot move currently. I would would like to see this silver be activated like this. This way we would unlock our rook, and then we have a better rook than they do. Shrek is a movie. Or 4 movies even. But now we also stuck with the rook, so now we're not sure who's better. Here, okay, one more thing. If we go here, they have the knight drop. But I assume maybe we can like chase them away like this. If we lose there, we take that. Maybe it's too much. Maybe they're just gonna sacrifice and like take here. I don't know. But I would be searching for a way to like activate this rook. Here we're stuck. Who's better? We don't know anymore. Oh, if we get the rook for free, like this, then definitely Senta is better. And a token. Beautiful. The knight is coming, but we already got... What did we get? We got a silver exchange, so it's 1v1. We have a rook in hand, so it's quite close. Yeah, we won't move this gold. We wanna retake it with the rook to continue attacking here. Really nice idea from Goston here. Silver comes, but we ignore it because we already got rook advantage. And now, unfortunately, this gold is hanging, so this might have required a little bit of finesse in it. Because I also wonder if something like... They're closer to our king than we are to theirs. So unless we have a very, very heavy attack here, it's gonna be quite tense. They do not have diagonal piece yet, but they will be dropping rook. It's gonna be troublesome. Men and women, we have different categories because traditionally, shogi was played by men. Yeah, I don't know how to explain. Like socially, you know, like women would stay at home, right, and the men would earn money. So naturally, men would be the one playing shogi, and sometimes it was considered gambling. But then the times changed, and somehow the role of female playing shogi, a promotional value of it, was noticed, and they often have this like a big board explanation when there's a professional and there was a lady pro like helping to explain the professional's explanation to the viewers on their level, kind of like asking questions like a beginner would have, and then the pro would explain. So they would kind of have a role of a host. But then nowadays we have lady pro that actually can beat professionals in equal fight. Satomi, for example, she got eligible for pro exam like last week. It's amazing, yeah? Suddenly ladies can actually play against pro on equal level. So times are changing slowly, but this old system remains, yeah? Because it was possible for ladies, for women to become pro as well, but it was too hard. The level was too low. But now, who knows? Maybe in 10 years, maybe we will have finally a lady pro. But yeah, so far we were like one step before type of deal. But yes, they can compete on equal level nowadays. It's just matter of the title. Shogi players aren't passive, yes. They're either aggressive or super aggressive, yes. Yes, how long ago did it start to change? So we have Nishiyama and Satomi. They both went to Shoreikai. Shoreikai is this type of school for pro. And Shoreikai works the way that you start with 6Q or 5Q, and then you go up to 2 dan. And as you get to 3 dan, by the way, in order to promote, you need like 6 wins in a row or something. It's very difficult. But once you get to the level of 3 dan, you enter a 3 dan league. And it's held every half year. And 2 best players become 4 dan, like actual pro. So, yeah, they were in 3 dan league. Those 2 ladies, Nishiyama and Satomi. They were in 3 dan league. They just needed one more step to become pro, but they didn't manage because there's 26 years old age limit. Satomi, in the past, in order to become lady pro, you had to go to a school called Ikuseikai. This was like a league for females. Nowadays, it's done differently. It's done by school below Shoreikai. It's Kenshukai. If you get to this level, you're lady pro 2Q. They made it much simpler nowadays. But they're thinking about changing it. And yeah, once you become pro, you get to be pro for as long as you continue winning, simply speaking. There are some procedures, free class and so on, but as you continue winning, you are pro. Was 1 win away from promotion. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, she was very, very close. She could have, yeah, she was like 3rd once. 3rd place, really close. Thank you for the follow, everyone. All right, back to the game. If you guys have any questions, it's of course fine. Please ask. In Japanese, in English, or Polish, or German. Unfortunately, I might not understand Portuguese, but we have certain users who might translate it for you. So feel free to do so. So here, our opponent could go aggressive. They can take the silver, drop the silver, drop the knight, and checkmate. And I think this is what Gostan mentioned in his form, that the opponent missed Sume. This was the timing. As I said, this is the shape, yeah? In this shape, they need diagonal piece. By dropping the rook, they ensure to be able to take this piece, diagonal piece, yeah? So we would have to either defend here or... Yeah, dropping knight doesn't seem correct, right? Because the silver would be hanging. So it's perhaps losing situation from Goston. Although we did win, so that's interesting. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. We cannot drop any general because it's gonna be a checkmate by knight takes lance. This is crazy. If the king goes up, I guess we do this. They have to drop. We take, drop, and checkmate. It's quite crazy game. Your opponent probably could have run here. If we drop the knight, takes silver drop, runs, promotes, that's gonna be a mate. So king runs, take the lance, goes here. Is this a mate is the question. Probably yes, with this technique. Yeah. So, wow, nice turnaround in this silver drop. Wow. Is king takes better then? King takes... Any questions, chat? You have to start learning. Yeah, if you like board games, if you like chess, you're gonna have such an easy way to get into shogi. Thank you, Karolina. Currently, I'm actually on a break, like a pro break. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, in order to get promoted in shogi as a professional, it does take a lot of effort, if not years. Of course, that doesn't include Fuji, who's a genius, and he got to 9 down immediately. But yeah. Yeah, if you have any questions, Discord is the best. Yeah, I wonder if this allowed us to survive longer, but I guess like this token would be able to get activated. So that would be quite possibly Tsume as well. So Goston asked, because, you know, they had Tsume here, like this. So he asked, what did he do wrong? It's a very tough question. It was really, really close game. I thought you were doing well. One thing in the opening we should consider is if we're trying to go for the high Mino, we have to make sure that we have enough time to push this pawn as well. If we go the way we did, the Achilles heel, is it the English one, of this shape is basically the knight drop, this guy. So this is why it was so painful, because we don't have this pawn to protect our gold. Of course, we could argue the 5-5 knight is also possible, but that's another story. Do we need to escape with the silver or not? Because if we don't escape with the silver, we can basically harass this one. If they take, we take. We suddenly have more breathing space because their token disappeared. So I could consider this line as an option. They don't have pawn as well, so they cannot make more tokens. Notice, yeah? Yeah, Fujisoto is like small genius, basically. I don't know what would be the equivalent in chess. Maybe that boy that beat Carson recently. Something like that. Yeah, here, this gives away the move to the enemy. This is our move. 1, 2, 3. It's their turn now. Did we gain so much from this move? We simply exchanged silvers, right? Why don't we spend time instead bringing our token closer to the king? Yes, we're gonna lose material. It's fine. We might be able to retake it. And technically, no. The closer you get to the endgame, the material doesn't matter. Currently, we have rook versus silver knight exchange. That's not the worst. What we want to have is a way to attack. So middle game is a phase when you search method of that attack, yeah? I would be even almost ready to take this with the silver, basically. And here, the opponent is wasting 2 moves to take it. I'm even more happy to like let them. Yeah, do not give them initiative. Perhaps this is what gave them the initiative to attack you. Yeah. In the end, this horse became an anchor, like it wasn't used. Even though you had advantage of pieces, this horse kind of disappeared from the game, right? While their horse got activated. So we talk about bishop handicap, kind of. We want to avoid this. And let's compare. If your token was here, you would be able to play this one immediately. Yeah, that one move would have made all the difference here. Yeah, I don't know why pawn drop is like the worst. But beautiful endgame, custom, beautiful. Yeah, so just that one move, I believe, would be the issue here. Think about how to attack. Think about the initiative in the middle game, yeah? Okay, that would be the main point of this game. Let's go next. Next we have Navoyska. Defense too hard. Sad face. All right, let's consider the game. We have Gote. So second mover. Navoyska. Yes, guys, the password is always banana. That's the rule on our... We have many unspoken rules on our server. This is one of them. All right. No, my account password isn't banana, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, Gaston, I just noticed your message. I want to activate my rook somehow. That's why I go for the silver exchange. I see. But yeah, at that point, the rook is one of your defenders. So it just being there, that's great. Think about how you activate your actual attacking piece, which is the horse. Yeah, the rook being there, it does work. It works in defense. Okay, yeah, computer analysis is good, but if you have any move by the computer that you would like me to take a look at, please tell me. I'm just gonna tell you what I see with my small brain as well. So first of all, I have to ask you, what is your strategy? Is it Ureshino? In that case, it's fine. All right. So Ureshino, for all the chess players who came, 2 main moves in Shogi would be to activate the bishops or activate the rooks. This move here, it's very rare. It's a part of the strategy to keep the bishop line closed, which is very rare, but nowadays trending. Put the silver here, put the king here, and then use the bishop onto this line instead. So that would be that retreating bishop strategy. So that's what I expected to see here. But we see that the bishop line was reopened. So we came back to the normal joseki of static rook versus third file rook. Quite surprising. All right, now the question is, how do you want to counter that? Also, this pawn push is very important in general, Navoyska. This, like, let's say they push it, let's say you play something, they push it here. And let's say it's endgame. They have promoted pieces here, you have promoted pieces there, and the kings will start to run away. Their king has 2 additional spaces to run to. Your king will be stuck in the corner. So this is why we open this line to have more leaving space for the king. And also in some joseki, as in some standard moves, this bishop may be used, so worth pushing this one. Unless you're playing Anaguma, then you might reconsider. Yes, like this bishop, like retreating bishop, I don't know if it's strictly called Ureshino, it was called Ijima's retreating bishop at some point. there is like 1 or 2 lady pros that plays it, the young ones. So by my workplace, I'd say it's trending, yeah. And I've seen amateurs try it as well. And yeah, we have option of going here, option of going here, option of going here, but our opponent is playing third 5 rook, not the 4 5 rook. So if we wanna... and we're gote as well. All right. Many things, many things. How do I make it? What's your level? Your level is 2Q. So I'm not gonna make it too complicated. You talked about defense, so we gotta take a look at it. But basically, because you're gote, it's harder to attack. Because you're missing 1 move. You're the second mover after all, right? So it's gonna be really a bit hard to go with the natural Joseki. And I would really want you to play this pawn. It's a defensive move. Oh, see? They took the space. Oh no, they took the space. So even if this fight is equal, and we start attacking, this fight is equal, you have already a minus point on the left side. So you will have to get advantage here to make it equal. Yeah, just because of this 1 move. Yeah, there is this other line of attacking like this against 4-5 rook. Third 5 rook. But there are many ways to attack. We're going forehead first, so let's see how it goes. Okay, we're going for pressure play, yeah? Nice. So we fork their pieces. We gonna get material advantage. We gonna get a bishop. No. I would really like you to activate the rook. Really. Yeah, I know the bishop promotions, sure. Maybe that's also okay. But generally, before you attack a static rook, inputting this move somewhere is usually a good idea. Let's say the same thing happens. And here, without wasting a move, you can suddenly choose this. This is how you input the move in between before attacking, yeah? So that you can have this move faster. So try to consider that in the future. But I think, yeah, the line that you played so far gives you huge material advantage, right? And here you're activating your bishop. That's great. Now we will have to defend because they're getting aggressive here, which is closer to your king. If you promote your bishop here, it's far away from their king. Yeah, I mean, it is good strategy. It's actually pretty based on calculation, and you would be good at it. Do you mean you actually have feeling and not some cruel, merciless child? Yes, Lily do has feeling. I would consider going here, because then we're threatening 2 things at the same time. This move threatens 1 thing. This silver is actually protected by this bishop, right? So even if they take here, you have the option of taking here. I don't know if this is gonna survive, but you do have an option of going there. The other option would be go back and block the rook. And then do something else, but you can see that this rook would really like to be here already. Yeah, this silver goes away from the king. Ultimately, we want as many pieces as possible next to the enemy king, because he has such a strong defenses. He has 2 defenders or 3 defenders. We need at least 4 pieces to break their defenses. This is why this might feel like a waste. Yeah, they're gonna speed their attack. And the same way, we're robbing ourselves a little bit from one of the defenders. Now we have only 1 defender. It's gonna be really hard to defend. Yeah. I already know that this is over, yeah. Thank you for the following. Huxin. So just to show you the flow of the game, yeah? We do have the material advantage. We didn't break through yet, yeah? This move allows them to counter, so perhaps this move was safer to limit their option to counter. Because in Shogi, once you take a pawn, it means that they can immediately drop it on the same file behind your pawn. So that's one of the defensive ideas, yeah? Do not allow them to drop pawns like this right next to your king, yeah? So maybe this is the timing where we go here. Then they go here. Then instead of taking here, I would promote anyway, because your plan was to block the king, right? Block the rook. So this way, look at this. If you take the knight, you keep the protection of this pawn while taking a piece, while creating a horse. Wouldn't this be amazing? But one eye, you say, they can drop the silver, attack your horse, and take this one anyway. Okay? Okay, I guess there is this fork. I wanted to say we take the lance and then we drop the lance, but actually this silver is hanging, so that makes it troublesome. Let me think. Yeah, maybe for that reason it's gonna be harder to defend. But maybe this is when you use your technique that you did with the bishop drop. Attack, defend, and then take the knight anyway. Maybe that could be considerable. And this is why the silver is kind of hanging here, yeah? Kind of bad. Because it's hanging. Yeah, so we allowed them to drop the pawn. This silver is slow. Silver is a slow piece, yeah? We're slowly entering endgame because they're gonna get really close to our king. And we still have inactive rook, inactive bishop, so we missed our chance. If Furibisha, if the swinging rook manages to activate the knight, they're gonna win. They kinda managed to do so. And yeah, so speaking of defense, if you wanna have strong defenses, you need defenders, as obvious as it may seem. Currently you have two. You exchange the bishop for a silver, and one of your silver went far away. So your king don't have much defenses anymore. And this is what happened. Yeah, king ended up with one defender. Your opponent has three, by the way. And this is why you're losing on tempo in endgame. They just drop a pawn. If you take, they have the fork, right? So it's like we have no way to protect this pawn. I know it may sound cruel, but like we have no way to protect this. This is a strong move from your opponent. So in order to avoid this situation, we have to consider our plan in the middle game. We have to consider that we're left with the silver. And again, because we have weaker defenses, we're gonna have to make sure our attack is stronger. Rook might be interesting. Activating our rook. Here again, yeah, we have to be really careful. We have material advantage. If we have material advantage, we want to slow down the game. We went very aggressively. We're punished for it. Lily is proposing this move, which could help, but pawn drop again, putting a pressure on the rook. Perhaps. I mean, it looks winning for them. Not in one move, not in two moves, but our defenses are really weakened, and that point doesn't gonna change here. Yeah, so Lily proposes to activate the rook, which will be a little bit better. Let's say, for example, yeah, I don't know if it's the best move, but for example, if we manage to activate this knight, that's gonna be great. We have 4 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this would be a good attack. And we have only 2 defenders that's being harassed. That's not good. Of course, they won't have a pawn in hand. It's gonna be difficult. But the main point is, yeah, the balance between attackers and defenders. Now, Wojska, do you have any particular question here, maybe? Yeah, I want you to understand this pawn is kind of hard to defend at this point. It's because our defenders went away. That's the main point here. I'm gonna wait for answer. The fork, beautiful. Yeah. Is it really necessary to have a lot of defenders? At least as many pieces your enemy is attacking you with, if it makes sense. If you like aggressive lines, you could go for Yoko Fudori. You don't have to think about defending much. You can go like for attacking only. But if you do wanna defend, you need defenders to do so. If you wanna be one-sided attacking, then freaking activate your rook. Yeah? Then activate your rook. If you wanna be super aggressive, activate your rook early, okay? Then it's gonna work. If you don't have stronger attack, you're gonna fail because they will come to you, they will creep at you. The more you attack, the more you will learn, like observe what your opponent does to defend, and then you're gonna naturally start using those moves in your defense. But the two main points will be at least push the edge pawn, and if you go aggressive, push the rook pawn. Activate the rook. If it's your aggressive style, go for it. Go for it. So these are the two moves you have to make in order to be properly aggressive, yeah? Hope it helps. Yeah, I mean, attacking with 2-3 is not a mistake. The proper aggression, yeah? Proper aggression. That's what we want. Give king a little bit of wideness, little bit of space. Punch strongly. The punch was too weak, that's what I'm saying. Go stronger, Novoiska. Go stronger. All right. Next kifu, because we're running out of time, will be Lily. Lily is Gotte. Okay. I'm gonna flip the board, so got this on the bottom. Let's see. So speaking of aggressive openings, this is gonna be it. Minimal castle, king in the center. Yeah, if you like this playstyle, Novoiska, it's gonna be one of those ones. Okay, the enemy is going for a twisting rook strategy. They're gonna push this pawn and push your silver out of the way. How do we gonna counter this? We kinda lost few moves here, to be honest. This wasn't... Okay, we're getting it back. Okay. Oh, I like this move. So they're blocking your silver advancement here. And yeah, the problem is your king is in the center, really close to these attacking pieces, right? The enemy king is far away. So I'm quite curious how this game will develop. I would also consider, I don't know if it's gonna work, I would consider it, this move anyway, to allow us to exchange the rooks. I could consider that, right? If they go here, I just take here. Could consider that. I know it's crazy, but I could consider that. Because my camp is quite rook resistant. Oh, Flamenco, good. We didn't analyze here. Gotcha, Navaiska, gotcha. Please send another kifu next time. I'm quite curious, where is your style going? Okay, this is my line. I could also consider... Yeah, moving the defender out, they're gonna take here. If they move back, I could consider dropping the pawn and like putting the pressure on the rook, but they have this option. So it's quite rough. So normally for this line to work, if you drop the pawn here, it's gonna work. We are missing this pawn currently. So this is why it's like they push us back. Could we consider something else here? Yeah, it's so close to our king. It's so rough to defend this. Are we okay after knight jump? Probably yes. This looks scary. Should be fine. Should be fine with this, right? Looks scary though. Okay. How many minutes Shogi was that, by the way? 5 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, Lily. All right. I see you're really taking the homework. I'm probably thinking more on each move than you did. Oh my, oh my. Nice bishop drop though. The reason why I gave you the homework 2 weeks ago is because you are strong tactically and you will outplay your opponents in the endgame. But if you give them enough time, you probably won't be able to if you do too many mistakes, right? So by playing long time game, I'm actually giving you a handicap, right? On you, like giving you more struggle. And that struggle could help you improve. And this is why I wanted you to try, longer games. Because I can feel like few of the moves you played in the opening are not the sharpest ones. And in order to climb to 4 or 5 down, those sharp opening moves will be necessary. Is it because you feel rushed or you just got in the habit of playing quickly, or because it's a short time game that you feel compelled to play quickly? I don't know. But by playing the long time game, we're gonna able to nullify those factors and like find out exactly what are we missing, yeah? That's why I thought it's an important homework. Like, your opponent wasn't the weakest one. His opening was good. Usually with Japanese players, that's my impression I got when I was a young player, is that Japanese people really know their openings. Tactics are another story, and this is how it feels here. Like, they had a nice shape, but you just outplayed them. Like, you know the weak points, you know where to strike. That's good, but we need something more, yeah. I see I focus on that when I'm able, and I feel like that is a problem I'm having. My opening is still very bad, but late middle game and end game I can suddenly pretend it never happened. I mean, that was literally the way I was playing Shogi. Probably even now that's the same way I play Shogi. But I know that it is something that I struggled with, and I know you will struggle with, so we're trying to cut the problem earlier off here. I was really surprised that he allowed the gods to be both attacked and that he defended like he did. Let me quickly check which move was that, around 90. Yeah, he spent 15 seconds on it as well, which is half of the... I mean, none of you were in Biomi, actually. None of you were in Biomi. None of you used 5 minutes to play this whole game. Yeah, if you just think a little bit, you can play better moves and you can be a better player in general. Yeah. Yeah, good tactics though, yeah. Keep going with those tactics, Lily. Keep going, yeah. Shogi is about tactics in the end. I would... From this game, I would like you to like find out what do you want to do against this particular shape. Because you're playing static rook, you need to know, you need to have some idea how to deal with it, yeah? So you might want to find some pro games with this position. Maybe that's some takeaway from this game. There are probably better shapes you can make. I don't know about the king in the center, but if you show me pro games with the king in the center like this, I will be quite happy. All right, one more. Who's next? We have Abigail. Oh, sorry, actually I didn't read your comments at all. Yeah, rated games, the time will come later. What you want to do now, Lily, is train your shogi. If your shogi is good, you will get promoted. So concentrate on shogi, not on points. It's a bad thing to concentrate on points. Even though I won, I feel like my opponent's techniques were not the best in the middle and end game. Okay, how you should handle the game. Okay. Got it. Sorry. Welcome back, Tori. So we are playing Swinging Rook to the third file. Opponent is playing Static Rook. We made the castle. They are making the castle. Playing the Joseki order of moves. You can take this. They can take it. You can drop a pawn. They will have to do something. Then you can drop the promote the pawn. If they attack your bishop, we will have to deal with it. Wow, there's such a huge rain here. I don't know about your country, guys, but today we had a lot of thunderstorms from the morning until now. Wow. Same in Austria. Ha! That's good because that's no, because I'm in Switzerland, so we are close by. We have the same clouds above our countries. See? All right. So we say around 30. Okay. So here I think you can take it because of the reasons I said. They can like try to do something like this, like be very aggressive, attack your rook. Honestly, I would just probably deal with it. I don't know what is the best way to deal with it, but like I don't care because I'm getting this silver hanged. If they try to drop the pawn here, I have my bishop activated. So I think that would be nice. Bad clouds, yeah. So I hope you see it, Abigail. Yeah, this might have been a possible move. And yeah, this kind of misses the chance, yeah. And this is why now they have this very good advanced pawn, blocking your bishop, treating pawn drop next with the promotion attack on the rook threat. This is really hard to defend now. Because you don't have much counter, you try to do something. Okay, but yeah, on the other hand, their defenses are weaker. Yeah, the gold went away, so maybe it's a close fight. Not sure about it. So generally, just a general rule, you don't want to relieve the pressure. You want to keep the pressure. Yeah. Raphael123 says, I started learning shogi today. Your beginner video helped me a lot. Good to hear. Welcome to Shogi World. Welcome to our Discord if you're interested. We have some tournaments going on. And if you have any question, we also have like a lot of beginner materials over there, including free Japanese books. So yeah, feel free to join. Ibisha's weak defense is what I was counting on. Yeah, so you're going for the counter here. That's good to see. They're gonna try to pressure you. Okay. Yeah, oh god, all the pieces just went away. But yeah, this is generally a losing pattern. Oh my gosh, they accept the rook exchange. Never mind, that became a winning pattern. Silver drop, eh? They should have moved the silver. I don't know what they're doing, but here you're losing. Basically, they can promote this and kill your rook. Yeah, your pieces are not working here. Basically, you'd be losing. He suddenly is like, please take my silver and exchange your rook. And you're like, with pleasure. Get like 3 gold. Here is where you choose to go. Interesting. All right, you've repaired your castle. So they don't have diagonal piece in their camp. What do you have? We have for 3 gold. You're just winning by material. You don't have the bishop though. Okay, so they're defending the silver because then you would be able to take it. Okay. That's very frustrated play from your opponent. Wow, you even managed to activate that silver. This is actually amazing. Oh my, this is close though. This is very close though. If you don't find checkmate, yeah, it's very close. I mean, they could have pushed the h-pawn. How would you win here, Abigail? It's the main question. Can you win from this position? I have no idea. Ah, probably yes, probably. Are there any opening principles in shogi? Yes, so we call them proverbs. And generally we don't have good book about it. So what I started on my YouTube, which is the Shogi Harbour YouTube, is I'm doing the commentary like I do here, but I concentrate more on those principles. So in the latest Koshiro video, we talked about the opposing rook and about the defensive, proper defense type of topics. in the previous video with Valorant, what was it? Like never give up type of topics. If you Google shogi proverbs, you will have some pages about it. But yeah, middle game is complicated. Same in chess, probably. You just have to pick it up as you go. This is why we usually say tell beginners, polish your tactics. So checkmate problems, we call them tsume shogi. And choose one favorite openings. Try different openings, choose one that you like. The opening you can start with is climbing silver. It's like a basic one. The middle game, basically send me a kifu and we find out what you missed. Yeah, this middle game is the hardest in shogi. There's like 4 different ways you have to judge the position, and then based on that you have to choose the best move. Depending on the phase of the game, it's gonna be different factors, different conditions. It's very difficult to explain in short words. Yes, this is yeah, there is Good Shape as well. There is a book called Good Shape, Introduction to Good Shapes in shogi, Guide to Good Shape, Bad Shape. What guys, what was the name of Aono's book? Please help. There is this Aono sensei, very famous shogi professional book talking about those shapes. So like, do not keep the gold in defense because the silver will allow this and this, stuff like this. So yeah, again, the main question is how do you win here, yeah? Because if you drop this gold this time, the bishop still is here, and this will happen. If, let's say, yeah, I guess you're not winning not losing instantly, actually. Not like this precious, I guess you're still winning. Yeah, they're missing a little bit. Knight drop, but then take this. They drop. Take. Promote. Take. And now the main move is like a rook drop. That's what I wanted to point out. Ultimately, yeah. Better moves for better shogi. Yes, thank you. Guys, always remember, you double check your where you buy your shogi books and your shogi items. You can check with our Discord, because if you go to Amazon, they tend to be overpriced. So British Shogi Foundation or places like this are much better, and they are reliable. We checked them. They are our friends. It's all fine. Oh, it was used later. All right, let's take a look. You block the bishop. Cool. Somehow managed to defend. Nice. Do you need to take that piece, Abigail? If you take it, they take it, and then they have an escape route, right? And silver in the hand. So unless they have a checkmate threat, which they don't, because you just go sideways, you would prefer to add an attacker. Yeah, but this is what we're learning, yeah? We avoid to panic in BOME by understanding the endgame shapes. So next time we're in the same situation, you are like, oh, the Harbour sensei said this and this, I'm gonna do it exactly the same. Yeah, but this timing, no gaslighting, Abigail. This timing is important. This timing, how many pieces they have in hand, this timing is very important, okay? I almost lost to engine level 1 first time I played. Hey, we have people who are like, I finally won against the engine. So the fact that you won already, it's impressive, Raphael. Impressive. This timing up again, huh? Okay? Without giving them silver? Important. Yeah, because what they can do? How about Senichte? It's not gonna be Senichte, we'll just drop the bishop. But yeah, you don't want to give them the option, yeah? Don't want to give them the option. And you will have to consider this an escape spot, because they're gonna play this. And then you have to BOME panic again. Is this gonna be checkmate or not? Yeah, you will have to evaluate that. So instead of complicating your life like this, keep it simple. Limit the number of pieces they can use. If we go here, they're gonna drop the lens. Limit the number of pieces they can use, and then the same position that you are reading becomes simpler. Yeah, just the point of doing the end game. Go for the clear moves, clear win. If you have big advantage, go for the clear win. If you're losing, go for the chaotic lines. That's the basics. That's one of those middle game proverbs. Yeah. I like how you're saying she for the engine. She wanted me to capture all the pieces with king till I get king opposition and then put rook to check. Wait, you went to king opposition? Oh my god, how many pieces did you waste? If there's king opposition, it means you played a bad game, Raphael. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh my god. Lee Shogi. How do you even play against bots in Lee Shogi? Bots. Which one is it? Which one is level 1? Guys, how do I play against level 1? I play random moves. Which one did you play, Raphael? I'll be back in a second. All right, which one is it? Which one is it? Play with computer. Is there a button in the main page? Play with computer. Yanura level 1. Let's go. Wait. Ah, okay. So I'm pushing my rook pawn. Not caring about the edge, because in the opening it doesn't matter. I should have made less thinking time, so the computer will have to go pop, 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 pop. I break the bishop head. Let's see if they defend properly. They have to defend this square, as I'm gonna promote. They did! Oh my gosh! They're actually not this weak then. Okay, they give me another free pawn. I'm gonna take it with the lance. Keep protection of this pawn, not allowing them. What I wanna do is dangle my pawn next. I wanna create a token. And I have no way of stopping it because they gave me all their pawns. And now I got a free gold general. I'm gonna protect my bishop's head now because I'm scared. Bishop's head is a very important place to defend. They are able to exchange their pieces. I have few options here. So I could promote my rook, or I could just create tokens. I'm gonna show you the putting pressure tactic. I'm gonna create another token by putting a pawn in front of my token, yeah? So I'm gonna create another token, or maybe take the knight first, because I don't want the knight here. Thank you, Abigail. And I create another token. So I got a free knight so far, right? You're gonna try to block me. I'm gonna push here next. And now I can promote here because nothing is defending this square. Surprisingly, level 1 engine isn't this easy. Okay, so if I drop the pawn, they're gonna move here, exchange my dragon, so this is why I'm kind of stopping here. What do I wanna do? I can take a lance, I guess. I look at the opponent's king. I'm gonna drop this pawn. If they take, I'm killing the rook. I didn't drop it here. This is undefended, yeah? But now I'm killing the rook with a lance drop. This is a Tesuji, middle game tactic. So now they're attacking my dragon. I'm gonna open check it. Open check on the king. Block the bishop. And then defend my own token with the lance. I'm gonna take the pawn, it's 3 pawn. And now if I take it, I'm gonna lose my dragon. I still could do that. I could even more aggressive because I already have rook advantage. I can exchange this piece for that. Or maybe, you know what, this guy is a problem, so I'm gonna delete it from the board. Yeah. And put more pressure. Just use my token to abuse enemy pawns. Yeah, and now I have this huge material advantage, so I can do whatever I want. I make it look easy. I'm sorry. Well, so now we're in endgame. We have to consider how do I get to this king as fast as possible. I'm gonna drop the bishop here because I want to have many pieces surrounding this king. And I can take this for free now. And I can take this for free now. And I can take this, pin this piece. And now they're panicking because they're losing. They're gonna make checks on my king. Yeah, so all I do is not give them pieces. Now I have checkmate, so I'm gonna play it out. That pawn drop, yeah. Yeah, just whatever. Checkmate. Why? Because engines, the old shogi engines and like engines in general, when they start panicking, when they're like, oh no, I'm losing, they start making checks. And this is my dear friends, is the first way you find a cheater on 81 Dojo. This is what we call the computer moves. Yeah, classical engine move to lengthen the game, yeah. All right. Continue with the kifu analysis. So this is how you beat level 1 engine. Yeah, so I will just explain to you guys the basic tactics that we used. Exchanging the pawn in front of the rook is very important. If they don't defend, if they don't defend, you do something we call dangling pawn. Instead of dropping the pawn right in front of the bishop, you drop it 1 square behind, because in shogi, on the next move, you have the ability to promote it. Yeah? Yeah, we don't talk about the lens. Another thing is protect your own bishop's head with the gold, not the silver. The gold, it's gonna be better shape, according to that better moves for better shogi by Ono. Next thing, tokens are your best friend. Tokens are worth like general and something just by existing, yeah? It's like a free general. Have a beginner joseki question. Joseki is an opening, yeah? In general, do you focus on your joseki on developing your attacking pieces first before castling, or the other way around? Or is it really a game-by-game basis and you just need to have the experience? So generally we say develop both equally. If you see your opponent being aggressive, you of course have to adjust. If they start being aggressive, you have to think how am I going to counter. But yeah, general rule is both equally. I came from chess background where castling earlier in the game is generally preferred. Yes, generally you want a castle, but if they are aggressive, you have to stop castling because they will attack you, right? So in shogi, what you want to do, you cannot defend forever in shogi because, as you can see, the pieces get dropped and dropped and dropped again. What you want to do is make sure you have a counter attack. And because they prefer the attack and you prefer the defense, you will have better king position at the end of the game. So you will have the king's safety advantage. Therefore, your counter attack will be stronger. It's very difficult what I'm explaining, but because you have chess experience, maybe it rings a bell for you. Thank you, CF. We were simply raided by an amazing GM. Got it. Thank you. Cool. If you have any questions, Discord. Shogi Harbour Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about it. This is the best Shogi Discord we have. Yeah. All the Shogi streamers are there. If you guys like, oh, I like the Shogi streamer, he's gonna be there. It's gonna ring when he's streaming if you choose the always notified role. If you really wanna get into Shogi, this is the best place. Chess cheater makes unreasonably good moves. Shogi cheaters unreasonable checks. Yes. The problem with that, you have to make it equal first, and then yeah, computers will crush you. And I will also notice, because I know how players on given level plays, and then when they suddenly start crushing you, I can notice that their play was too perfect. Okay, we have 4 more responses. Valorant. Ah, no, so it's 2 games by Valorant for some reason. It's the same game. The same game twice, all right? Eon will be on YouTube. And we have Ko at the end. So we have 2 more kifu to go today. We will have Valorant's game. So let's start with that. It's okay, Valorant, it's okay. I don't know if I should call you Valorant or TCF. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, Olivia, yeah. There Sente. And this move is a mistake. Because they can exchange the bishops and drop it here. Fun fact, if you're second mover, they will have this pawn here, and it's not a mistake, because you can block it. Yeah, they will have to exchange, you move 1 piece for free, yay! In this case, they can promote here. This is why it's not working. So if you're playing central rook, have that in mind, yeah? Yeah, so here it would be fine to push it. Sometimes people try to do this, to like have the same position by 1 move pass. But yeah. Difficult opening theory. We came in the standard, central rook. The opponent is making Yagura, which is Gangi, which is not the worst. No. Okay, so far so good. I don't know your opponent's level, but if they ever dare to castle their king here, you utilize this bishop to punish them. So what you want to do is you want to prepare this punishing shape with the knight and the silver and attack over here. It's very difficult what I drew. Okay, keep it simple, one eye, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay. You want this gold to stay here or to move to here. The only reason why you move it to here is when you exchange the bishops in the opening and you want to protect this zone from bishop drops. Any other way, don't move it. In central rook, don't move this gold, yeah? Okay, we're making the good shape. Oh, you're making the good shape, yeah? Yeah, okay. So you wanna put the silver here right now. If you don't, they gonna do this. They could also like jump with the knight, and now you cannot really play this because there will be a fork. So you wanna put this silver before they jump the knight, if it makes sense. If they push, you defend, yeah? You don't want the knight to come here because then it's too much pressure. 69 viewers, nice. So I should confess I used Kishin once on Shogi Wars. I thought it would play 1 move, but it played like 5 moves. Oh, Abigail, I was playing against 7 Dan on Shogi Wars, and I was like, I have 200 Kishin, and I played every move using Kishin against 7 Dan. My best game. Then he's also started using Kishin, but it was too late. My Kishin was stronger. Yeah, so your opponent made a mistake. You punished that by pushing this pawn. It's something we called like too early silver development. If they take, you go here, and this silver doesn't have anywhere to go. If you had a pawn, you're gonna punish it by a pawn drop. If you don't have a pawn, you're gonna punish it by a knight jump. It's just a tactic that you should know. Bad Karolina, yeah. So this is why if they want to attack, they should speed it up like this first, so that they can do this. The problem with the knight jump is also that this is a weakness, and you need 1, 2 moves, 3 moves to like prevent this weakness. So this is why this timing is very unfortunate. It just also makes your defenses weaker, but that's too much of a talking for one kifu. Okay, general rule of static rook. If they manage to create this shape, they're winning. If they manage this, they're winning. General rule. So you want to counter that beforehand? Yeah, the king is in the center, so maybe we'll have equal fight here. Those arrows, how do I turn them off? They're irritating. No, put the pressure on the silver. Put the pressure on the silver. Don't let them stay here. Yeah, you can put a pressure on them. I guess they could put the rook here and put pressure on your rook instead, so maybe that's not the best. Yeah, maybe that's why. Nice. We take off the vanguard pawn. Here is a very nice move. I have to applaud you for that. You push this pawn and you attack this silver at the same time. You're threatening two things. You're threatening to promote this pawn, create a token, which we just established is a great move. And if they simply take it, this silver is dying. Very nice. The other way they prevent it, basically, is very difficult. If they were to move the gold, you do it anyway. Because it's like you got 2 golds for 1 bishop. It's very close to the king as well. If they defend it with the rook, well, I see this big arrow over here. I'm trying to ignore it, but maybe that could be a good move. Maybe. Like, they cannot take this pawn anyway, so you could go slower. You could exchange silver with the gold. Activate the knight in the process, attacking the rook. This is a tactic. If they take, we drop the silver, maybe. But it's not clear. Knight jump, maybe. Takes, knight jump. Yeah, so it would be safer to probably move the silver, but yeah. Anyway, great move. Yeah, take it. And... No. Better move here. TCF, please give me the winning move. Right now, over here. Actually, I don't know if it's winning, actually, but... We're gonna say yes. No. If you take it, they take. And then you promote. I guess that's fine. Better move. A free gold type of move. Free gold. This. And here, basically, if the rook runs, you take the gold for free. And you still threaten the promotion, right? Oh, beautiful. So there is a tactic that your opponent may use, which is this one. Let's talk about this. He threatened your rook. If you take a rook, he takes a rook. And it seems like we lost on the exchange. But remember the thing we talk about, the king safety. King is in the middle, meaning it's weak against rook drops. And what can they defend it with? Well, they have only silver and rook. If they drop the rook, you are like, haha, you stay here, I'm gonna abuse you with the pawn. Yeah. If they drop the silver, you can either move this piece closer, yeah, probably that's the best, and then promote the pawn. If they go with the bishop, you can immediately threaten it. So this would be great exchange for you, I believe. Yeah, silver drop. Anytime the rook is 1 square away from the gold, there is either this, or if they are sideways, it's the back one. Always remember that line. I mean, you got a free gold, it's fine, but they got a dragon, so that's not okay. Here, a cool move you can do. Again, we have already established this king is weak against rook drops. You don't here. You could consider this move. But 1i, we're losing this gold for free. Who cares? Who cares? We can take it back. Yeah. Because this king is so weakened. So weakened. Yeah, this is endgame. You were thinking, good. That means you had the good instinct too. If they exchange, it's okay. Yeah, it seems like they can drop, but you can drop as well. Your rook is stronger. Much stronger. So please keep that feeling of this king being weak against rook drop. Please keep it in your heart, yeah? Yeah, so here you don't want to use general, because then you're lacking attacking one. But yeah, the rook is good. Taking piece. But the question, yeah, the advanced question will be, which pieces do you need to succeed? And the lance is not helping you much. The idea of this pawn is, if they take, we take, they take, we drop the bishop. It's gonna be strong counter. Yeah, even just taking is checkmate. Yeah, something like this. Something like this is a checkmate. So that's the idea of the pawn. The silver can take, and I don't know exactly what's happening there. In that case, maybe you can make a token underneath, but you have to be aware of this tesuji over here. It might expose your king. It doesn't work because bishop takes. Yeah, so bishop is your greatest defender in Mino Castle. This square is your greatest weakness. This is your greatest defender. Okay, let's see how the game went. Yeah, now a horse upgraded. Yeah, here, see, a weakness. They don't have a pawn, though. They don't have a pawn. It says knight drop. Knight drop would be check, which is more forcing. I mean, this is good. This is winning. Very good, very good. No, so here, yeah, the computer is telling you this is checkmate in 3. Bishop drop, king runs, go drop. Sorry, here. King runs here. Or he runs here. Well, it's one move longer, I guess. One move or two move, or even longer. Yeah, this way. Time trouble. Yeah, I don't know how quick 5 seconds. That's too short. That's too short. Quite a nice game for that tough. Oh, it's increment probably. So maybe not that tough, but I recommend you guys, also beginner players, to play longer time limits so that you get used to, because your first role as a beginner is get used how the pieces move, then get used to the openings, to the tactics, and after that you can play pop 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 pop. First you wanna calm down and remember the basics, yeah. But so yeah, good game. You're improving quickly. So yeah, remember, do not waste your generals in the defense like this. There was no need to do this. In central rook, you actually want to sacrifice this gold often to like distract the enemy for one move. That's the general role of this gold, to be like a lure bait. Yeah, so maybe try to watch some pro games with this opening and see how they throw away this. Yeah, ooh, thunder. Throw away this as a bait. And yeah, do not put it on the left side unless the opponent has a bishop in hand in early opening. Thunder. Yeah, attacking defensive bishop. Okay, Flameco, your turn. Your turn. Last kifu for today. From Ko. And your comment is, hi Karol Sensei, it's my first time playing against a central rook where I have completely no idea what's gonna happen next. It seems like I overcastled Anaguma and left myself to be super defensive in this game. I'm reading it too dramatically. Can you please advise me on 1. The better castle options against central rook, 2. How to not be super defensive. Face. I don't know how to emoji face. Thank you very much, yes, usual. All right, let's go. Ko, you are Gote. Everyone's Gote today. Wow. Ko. Panic. Yes, panic. Or you should be like this dog that's drinking tea and there's fire around him. It's like, this is fine. That's how you should be. It's gonna be roasty. It's gonna hurt, but eventually this is fine. No. So the way you play Anaguma is, oh gosh, me teaching Anaguma. Okay, first of all, your opponent made a mistake. You wanna push this pawn. You wanna expose the fact that they didn't defend it with the bishop. You wanna enforce the bishop on them. Second of all, first you wanna move the general so that you can defend this square. The central square. This is where they're attacking after all, right? You have option of moving the silver here or moving the gold and silver toward those square. Bishop is too early. This move is correct. This move is wrong. So even if they exchange this pawn, you have this amazing move. As you can see, they cannot promote anywhere because all the squares are protected. They will be forced backward, and then you can even redrop this pawn or like move this silver, just put it here and drop this pawn later. Eventually you will have to, green screen is not working. Here, magic, it's working. It's not even working. Yeah, today is stormy weather, what can I do? It's dark today, but thank you, Abigail, for pointing out. Thunder. All right, I'm not scared of thunders. But yeah, that's the shape, yeah, you wanna make. And yeah, this rook, no, keep it on attacking. This is over defending. This is over defending. You put the resources that should be attacking in defense. This is very bad. Why are you pushing this? Cool. You have all those underdeveloped pieces, and you decide, I'm gonna push my edge pawn. Like, no. The other pieces are more important. Yeah. Yeah, if you had your silver here, if you only spend one move on putting the silver here, maybe we had time to play this pawn, yeah? Yeah, the video we watched yesterday was explaining it amazingly, but remember what they said, the pawn next to your king is more valuable. That's the first scene, and the second scene that you made is the right timing is important, and this is example of the bad timing. GM tactics right here, yeah. So don't push the edge pawn like that. Yeah, so now they're breaking through. 2 pieces versus 1. What you gonna do? Nothing. Give up. Yeah. Give up. Give up. Can you guys hear the rain? I'm gonna put the microphone. No, you cannot, because I have a nice sound suppression. That's good. Good to know that it's working. It's really heavy right now. All right. Yeah, and they broke through. Where's your rook? Nowhere to be seen. And this square is the vital, is the heart of Anaguma. Yes, you defended it. Cool. Yeah, they dragged your king out of the castle, and they're gonna checkmate you. Yeah. All right. Good try. Trying new things is good, but now let's polish your new skill. Homework. Check pro game with Anaguma. Point number 1, you wanna develop those pieces earlier, yeah? Because what you wanna do is you wanna create a turtle shell, right? What you did... Give me a sec. It's gonna be stupid. Welcome to the drawing stream. So Anaguma is like a turtle, right? Trust me, this is the turtle. The head, the legs, and the tail are hidden, right? So what you did is you are a turtle, but instead of in the shell, you're trying your best to get into it, but your whole body was left outside of the shell. Yeah? So you like put your head and you're like, I'm in Anaguma, I'm safe. But your whole tail and everything was sticking out, okay? So that's how it felt. You want to build the shelling around your castle first, yeah? The shell. If they attack, just a simple way of defending would be put the silver here. And you see, your king isn't in Anaguma yet. That's the point, because you still have option to go for the left side Mino. That's very important. This is flexible play. Yeah, let's say those moves. I don't know what they're gonna do. Let's say here, flexible play. You first put the shell, yeah? First the shell. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's another style of Anaguma where this silver comes like here rather than here, but you would have to research that on your own. I don't know, let's say. They build the castle and slowly, move by move. Boom! Safe shell, yeah? Do not hurry with Anaguma. Rush them afterwards, yeah? Something like that. That's the order of moves. With Anaguma, order of moves is important, yeah? Build the shell, hide your neck with the king, yeah? Slowly. And then finally enter the Anaguma. Because this moment is the most dangerous. This is where they will use techniques like Fuji system. This is when they will attack you. Because they will be like, haha, you misplaced your lance, and now your king is on my bishop's diagonal. Yeah, so this would be the most difficult timing. And the most valuable timing for Anaguma is this, when you close the hatch. That's the best timing for Anaguma. Whenever your gold is here, it could be, yeah, attached here or here. But this is the dynamics of Anagama. Yeah, so yeah, just try it out and then think, check the pro game and ask yourself, I had trouble in this position. What did professional do to avoid the same panic? Or why they didn't defend here? Why did they defend there? Yeah, check it. Yeah. All right. But nice, good. You're trying new stuff. That's really, really good. Okay. So the last thing we have is Ion's Kifu, but he chose to do it on YouTube. So you guys gonna see Kifu from Ion on YouTube tomorrow or the day after. Probably tomorrow because it's a free day. I have time to do it. Is there a website for pro games? There isn't any pro game database that I officially know about, because there are many illegal websites that I shouldn't be talking about, because normally you have to pay for that Kifu, but oh yes. So as I was saying, yeah, the next stream will be Wednesday, where we do the board stream, or Thursday, when we do the book reading stream. If you guys have any questions, you can post them now. I have some time to answer. And if you like wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh, I have to start Shogi today, then remember we have this Discord that you can join, and we are ready to answer all of your questions there. But behave, please behave. I will give you like 1 minute to type question, or at least like, wait, I'm typing a very long question, please wait. In that case, I shall wait. Now I'm looking whenever we should rate game grammar, just teaching some game grammar. Or Time Zombie. I don't know if Time Zombie is streaming today. Time Zombie, are you here? Time Zombie is another great Shogi streamer. He should be here. Time Zombie, are you streaming? Or are you sleeping? You're definitely not here. I can see you. Or maybe you guys wanna watch some chess. You came from GM after all. But I don't have any friends streaming, so yeah, Game Grammar that will be. Okay, I assume Time Zombie is not streaming. You guys don't have any questions. So thank you very much for staying up until now. Yeah, we are streaming here every week, few days a week, yeah. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays specifically. Sunday and Saturday should be the most fun streams. So you're always welcome here. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being interactive. Thank you for taking liking in this game of Shogi. And I will see you on the Discord. Bye bye.